This is the PANCKY GC-2001 pinpoint metal detector. Alright, so in the packaging you have a PANCKY KY branded 9-volt battery. You have a little stretchy band here and a Velcro attach with a little snap here, belt loop, that this guy can presumably fit into to hold it on your belt. There's a manual page and then another important notice thing here. Tips for setting the modes, power on, and the unit itself. So this guy has a LED light here. It has some gradation so you can kind of see the depth there. It is supposed to be IP68 waterproof, and so when this guy is tightened down, it's supposed to be basically waterproof. So let me read through the manual. So the battery goes in there with the button to the top. The minus sign goes on the left. If you look way down deep in there, you can see plus and minus signs. So you just slide the battery in, and the bottom of this screw iron lid has a piece of foam that will push it and keep it held in place. There's an O-ring around the inside here and a rubber gasket there. And so they say when this is finger tight, the unit is fully waterproof. So to turn it on, you just push and hold, and now it's turned on. It has the buzzer and the beeper, and the light is on here, so you can tap it a short amount to turn the light on and off. And so that guy's detecting the knife. Also, it detected my ring. Now there's ways to switch the modes, and they list it on this sheet here. So essentially you push and hold for about 5 seconds. When you hear 2 beeps, you release the button, and then you push 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay, so I'm going to push twice. 1, 2. So I pushed twice, so that's going to put me in mode 2. So in mode, and it gives me a double beep. So in mode 2 is high sensitivity. So that's high sensitivity. And then you can also do normal sensitivity with mode 1. And the mode 3 and 4 is also normal and high sensitivity, but it's basically turns off the buzzer, so it's just the vibration. So I'm going to push and hold. Okay, now I'm going to push 1, 2, 3, 4. So I pushed 4 times. It should have the buzzer off and the vibration on. So yeah, there's the vibration is going, and the buzzer is not. All right, now I'm going to do a single push for mode 1. Okay, so now it's in mode 1, and it's normal sensitivity. So it's getting about an inch away from the ring before it detects the ring. About 1.5 inches from the knife. And then to turn it off, you push for about 3 seconds, and that turns it off. Okay, so the belt case here is fine. It has this little loop through there, and that's the only thing holding on to this guy, although they do have this little metal keychain thing that could potentially fit over that. It looks a little tight. And so this guy can snap into, it's just a lobster claw snap, and it'll snap into that. So you can wear this on your belt. You can have it in there. When you take it off, it'll still be attached if you want to use this little bit here. So this looks like a cell phone thing that would hang off the end of a cell phone or something. It's relatively inexpensive construction on this lanyard and the lobster claw clip. I mean, so it's plastic construction, has a nice rubber grippy thing here, a button that's waterproofed, you know, a couple of seals on here. So I really am pretty convinced this guy's waterproof. I'll take it out and try it out in the lake. But it detects metal. I did silver and steel. So when I received this box, the edge here was kind of coming unstuck because there was a lot of stuff jammed in it. And so, you know, here I don't have the case in yet. And the case, you know, kind of fits in here around the metal detector, but it's tight. And, you know, so there, that's the case in. And I haven't even put the battery in, which was stuck in here as well. So it was a little tightly fitted in that box. Everything fit, but it was tight, and the box is starting to pop open a little bit there. You know, so if it was just the battery without that case, this thing would fit just fine. But with that case, it was a little tight in that cardboard box. All right, so let's give this guy a shot. Turned on. I have a dime here. I'll throw the dime down in there. Push it down a bit. Alright, so it's deep enough I'm not getting anything here. As I get closer, so it's working well with the dime. All right, the whole thing of this, guys, it's waterproof and sealed, so we're going to take it out in the water. Okay, so here we are. Same dime. Put the dime down there. Now it's underneath a whole bunch of cloud of sand. So I don't see any bubbles coming out. Yeah, so that does good job pinpointing things. I can grab a handful of sand, and the thing it was beeping at is in the handful of sand. It floats in the water, so you're not going to lose it underwater. I don't see any bubbles coming out, so I'm pretty sure it's sealed okay. I'll leave it underwater for a minute or two, and then we'll check it again when I go inside. Let's see if I can stick it into the sand. All right. Now I did see some bubbles popping up there. I'm not sure if they're from the sand. They might just be releasing methane bubbles from the sand and not from the actual device. Yeah, it looks like those bubbles are coming up from the sand and not from the device. Okay, I have no problems with the functionality of this guy. It works exactly as I'd like it to work. I put it underwater for a decent amount of time there. I let the outside dry off. We're going to open it up here. I didn't see any bubbles coming out, and it looks like they have, you know, kind of a double gasket system here. The inside here feels dry. You know, so no water's dripping out. So I'm going to say it is definitely waterproof, at least for a couple feet down under the water. I was in fresh water, not salt water, but I think as long as the water doesn't get in, you're not going to have to worry about the salt either. Really, the only minor pick I have about this thing is that to put this battery in, you have to read the plus and minus signs inside there. And even outside in the sunlight, it's not super, super easy. So if you're looking at the power switch, so if you're looking at the power switch on this side here, so the top of the P, that's the minus side. And just so I don't have to try to figure that out again, I'm actually going to just take a Sharpie and write a minus on that side, and then go to the other side over here and write a plus. And I think if they'd embedded that in the casting of this device, that would have been a lot better than putting the minus and plus way down in the battery compartment. So that's really the only point of improvement I'd have for this device. It works very well. I was able to find that dime wherever I put it. So, assuming you have a big metal detector and you're looking for something to pinpoint in the metal that you find in the big area, I think this is going to work really well for you.